Well, welcome everybody. It looks like it's 12 o'clock. My name is Josh Lieber, one of the registered client associates here, and today I'm joined by our newest associate, Jody. And today we're going to be going through the weekly update. That's fun. Remember, as we go through this, if you have any questions for each week on our Thursday calls, please feel free to submit your questions either to service@o'harewealth.com or give us a call, or you can also text this number at the 414-644-0060. That is monitored during normal business hours. All right. Jody. So, I guess, like I said, Jody is our newest associate here, and she's having a fun time going through those exams. We have a couple questions for her to kind of introduce everybody to her. So here we go. All right. What will your role at O'Hare Wealth Management be?
Well, currently I am in the process of going through the licensing requirements and exams, and once that is completed, I will join the team as a wealth advisor alongside John, JJ, and Jerry. In addition to helping my clients and bringing on new clients with all of their financial needs and goals, I will be working with Megan to help plan client events. So if you have any ideas or suggestions, don't hesitate to reach out and let me know.
Next question. What is your background?
My background, I have almost 20 years in the financial services industry. I worked as an senior trader for an investment advisor. I was involved in all aspects of the trade process, from settlement, raising cash for withdrawals, monitoring cash flows, tax implications. I was also a member of the investment team, so I also was active in providing input in stock selection, the overall markets, pretty much everything. And when I first started, my role was less defined, so I also helped out in operations, did a little bit of compliance. We wore many hats. Following or in accordance to that, also in my role as a trader, I was also active in several local and national industry-related boards and associations. I was elected by my peers to serve on the executive committee on the local and national level. I also was the chairperson for the Women in Finance Committee. I authored and co-authored papers, articles, white papers. I met with local representatives to our elected officials actually in Washington, D.C. to discuss and educate them on proposed impacts of proposed legislation. And then after that, I took some time off and spent time with my family. And then I eventually, post-COVID, got into real estate, which I find rather ironic because one of the articles I co-authored was called "Does the World Really Need Another Realtor?" Which was about the barriers to entry into finance again once a woman or an individual leaves for an extended period of time. I purchased my first property when I was 21, and I still currently own that as an investment property. And then, as you all know from the 2025 market outlook, it was discussed that the real estate industry has faced significant headwinds over the last couple of years. So when John reached out late last year about working together again, I couldn't resist the opportunity to work with him again in such a great team in an industry that I love.
Awesome. What do you like to do in your free time?
Free time, what is that? Just kidding. I live in Cedarburg with my husband, two kids, and our dog. So, to be perfectly honest, most of my free time is spent with my kids and their activities. They are 12 and 10. They're involved in multiple sports, clubs, and activities. So, we are going all the time. I have been the head coach for my daughter's basketball team for the past 2 years, and I am also an assistant coach for her softball team, which is a little bit awkward because I can tell you I'm not very good at softball at all. Um, we also like to spend time up at our lake property, jet skiing, swimming, camping. We have a pool. We like to go swimming. In the winter, we ski, snowmobile. We have a dog, and I use him as kind of my decompression, where I take him for walks or that to the local dog park and listen to audiobooks. That's me in a nutshell.
Awesome. She does play pickleball. We asked that during the interview process. I just want to point that out. It was important. All right. Some New Year reminders for everybody. So these are the big ones, and kind of one of the big reasons why we're doing a cam takeover today. Also to introduce Jody. So first and foremost, IRAs, Roth, backdoor Roth contributions. The limit on annual contributions for the IRA and Roth didn't change. The catch-up is still the same. The income ranges, however, were adjusted, so where the cutoffs and all that fun stuff is. So we encourage you to discuss that with your tax professional to make sure you still meet eligibilities if that has changed with your income levels. Next up is the employer-sponsored retirement plans. Once again, the not a ton of changes here. The amount went up by $500. So instead of the $23,000, it was in 2024. In 25, it's $23,500. And then the catch-up limits for employees age 50 and above has remained at $7,500. Next is the required distributions and required minimum distributions. Strongly recommend reviewing your withholding rates with your tax professionals. So if your income is going up or down, we strongly advise you to reach out to them to see what they recommend for your individual situation. Got to try to pay as little taxes as possible, as often as possible. All right. Next, Wisconsin 529s. Once again, that we only put up the Wisconsin 529s, but if you are contributing to a 529, review that to make sure that you're getting that deductible amount for your home state if it applies. But for Wisconsin, it did increase by $130. Woohoo! All right, and then tax forms. The reason everybody tunes in, lots of fun. So 1099s, you'll be available online and as well as the original mailings will start coming out in February. They will then again come out at the end of February. The reason being, if there's any reallocations or changes, there'll be revised versions of your 1099 sent out. To be honest, to expect to look for them in the end of February, early March. And then again, the final 1099s will be completely available March 15th. K1s, now this one's hard because they're supposed to be around that March 15th mark, but you'll have the K1s, like the preliminary ones, you'll have the preliminary ones available around here, and then just kind of depends on the company that we're with. However, if you have any questions about your K1s or when they'll be available, reach out to us for your Raymond James accounts. And if you have any questions regarding anything we can help with K1s, let us know and we'll see what we can do. 5498 is another tax form that will be available towards the end of May. All right. The book recommendation. John and JJ will be back next week to fill in more information on this book. I have not had a chance to peruse this one. You same with you?
I have not.
No, sorry. Nothing here for us on this one today. All right. Well, thank you so much for giving us a little background on you, Jody, and thank you so much for joining us. If you have any questions or any feedback on how we can improve and make this weekly call better, please feel free to reach out to us. You can email us at service@O'Hare Wealth. Or you can give us a call or text us at the office number of 414-644-0060. Thank you so much and have a great rest of your day.